What's up, guys? This is your boy Josh, aka Dizzyeee. Just wanted to show y'all, do a couple, just basic finger rolls, just behind the hand finger rolls, some tutting. I call these monsters. I don't know what other people call them, but just some basic stuff, just to get you guys who are interested in gloving, just a little heads up here how to do, just finger rolls. You can do the spirals, birds. I call these birds. I don't know what other people call them. Just like, crazy shit like squids and behind the hand rolls. Just, just stuff like that. But yeah, start off with rolls. It's pretty simple. You just put your hands, face down. I learned this from some other guy on YouTube. Watched his video. And you just slowly just put each finger out. You want to make sure too when you do this, like, your pinkies have to be together, because like if you don't, then it'll just be like, and then just like, and so it's not really a wave. It's just like delayed, like stupidness if you think about it. But like, you put the pinkies together and you get the, you see, like, so it's like 1, 2, 3, pinky, and then just like the rest fall down, and then same thing coming up, 1, 2, pinky, follow this one with the pinky and just bring them up. So when you do them slow, like if you want to do like a slow, just big wave, the pinkies is what really, I don't know if you can see that, but that's what really brings, the full effect of the wave. Another one, is behind the hand. Like hands, palms face down. You just, same thing, instead of starting from this finger, you start with the pinky now. So, it's kind of like, I don't know if you've seen, most people can just do this, It's kind of like, come here, whatever, whatever. So you just kind of, just do this, right, with one hand. Now the transition point or whatever, like the one that's going to bring the wave to this side, is going to be these fingers now. So what you want to do is just make sure when you do these, these fingers stay together, so it, it's a crisp wave versus, like the following effect. And with these you can get bigger too, just depending how far your fingers can go back. So you just, just little waves, big finger waves, From here, I want to show you how to do, or how I learned to do, like, fronts into backs. I don't know if you saw that. Let me do it again. Fronts into backs, and then backs into fronts. But fronts into back, or palms up into palms down. Pretty much what you do is you bring the fingers like this. Once this hits here, these are still going, right? So it's like these hit, this is still going, and then your knuckle twists around, and your pinky comes up right here into this. So it's like in, knuckle twist, and fan out. In, knuckle twist, fan out. In, knuckle twist, fan out. Same thing with this side. It's the same concept. You just bring it in, knuckle twist, and fan out. So with those, you can get a little fancy. You can do I kind of came up with this one. I don't know if I haven't seen it yet, but you kind of bring it in, and instead of doing a full knuckle twist, you just bring your hand up top and come down with the reverse, like little hand waves. I can't do these backwards yet. I'm still working on that, but hands down, it's just pretty much like the pinky follows this finger. So it's just, you just come down with it. So, if you were to do it from here, you just one behind the hand, come down. One behind the hand, come down. That's pretty much that. As far as finger rolls, that's. If you can't do finger rolls, like, that's a problem, because like pretty much like all of these things, and monsters and birds and just like pretty much everything that has to do with like flow comes from finger rolls. Like, if you can't do finger rolls, it's a problem. So, so once again, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just keep practicing that right there. Same thing with the backhand. One finger up at a time. You just do it. Also there's a transition from, I showed you from bottom to top. There's one also from top to bottom. The way I like to do this, it's not the right way, because you're supposed to like bring this, and then this finger kind of leads into like a backhand type thing. but I don't really like that one. I kind of came up with my own version because it's easier. So you behind the hand, you kind of swoop this one this way and then just bring it back. So it's like one swoop, bring it back. So it kind of makes like this effect like it's going this way, but then it just changes the course and comes back. Like, I don't know if you can see it, like, look, watch, this way, and then it kind of tricks and brings this hand back. So it's one, shoop. And then you can do the same thing with the other way. See, it kind of goes this way, but then it brings this one here. Also, too, another thing you can do with waves is, you separate them. Separate your wave, bring it back into a backhand wave. Separate the wave, bring it up into a down wave. Separate it. You can do what I call them squids, but they look like little baby squids. Just bring them back and then just drop down into a bird. A lot of just fancy stuff. Next, I'm going to tell you how to get into the monsters. I call these boxes or cages or whatever, but pretty much your thumbs are in the back like this. I don't know if you can see them, but they're in the back like this. So you just, if you want to do a monster, you drop these fingers forward, and these fingers kind of like eat your thumbs. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like it comes here, and you see how like they're waving. It's like I said, finger rolls, number one thing. Finger roll this way, and then to do the monsters, you just do them back and forth. This way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Just back and forth like that. Same thing with birds. You can do birds from this too. Instead of putting your fingers like this, you put your fingers, you kind of slide them down. You kind of like pivot. You're going to pivot and bring them here. And then just come up like that, up, down. You can go forward with it. You can go backwards with it. Just anything. Also, to get into squids, this is a move that Christian just came up with out of nowhere. Big props to my boy Krish. But you be doing finger rolls or whatever, or do the box or whatever, and then instead of, okay, so monsters is this way, right? And the fingers come over, right? So instead, in the squid thing, what you want to do is you want the fingers to go under, and then it's kind of like, it just gives you like this thing, because like the eyes are up top, and just gives you like this little squid type looking thing. Or what I like is like a reverse squid, and what it does, it's like a, I don't know if you can see these fingers down here, but it's just like, it's crazy. Like when you have the lights on, I'll show you everything with the lights on later, but when you have the lights on, it's just like, it's crazy, because like it just looks like it's kind of swimming down. And then with birds, if you do behind the hand birds, what you want to do is, like, some people just kind of flap it, and I think that looks really dumb, because like I mean, yeah, birds flap or whatever, but like you want like a little, like, just like a flow to it, you see? So then when you break it off to this, it doesn't look like super retarded, because you were just flapping, and then now it's like this thing. So you want just like a flow. So when you break the fingers off, it still has that same, same flow that's going on. Same thing with these. Like, you don't want to just flap this. You want to kind of like practice. You can practice your waves to get that motion a little bit more crisp. What I do is I kind of start like this with my fingers crossed, and then just kind of do this. And as my fingers, just kind of feel the joints as they go back, and then just feel all of them, and then you can separate it. Just I don't know, have fun with it. Next thing I want to teach y'all is some basic tutting that I learned watching YouTube videos and whatnot. But pretty much one of my basic tuts, I call this one like the little box tut. But you just bring these three fingers, you keep them together. Just pretend like these are like door hinges, and these two are door hinges. You can't like break whatever is going on. So what I do usually, I do this random kind of thing. I don't know what this is. You just kind of shake it up, lock these fingers, and then you just hinge it. Like, you hinge this down. So now you're in this. You can go this way. You can go up. You can go under it. I mean, you just want to, like, keep a solid tut. I don't know how to explain it, but like, you just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you just kind of play with that. You can bring out the other fingers, do hops. I learned this one the other day. It was pretty cool. You just kind of swing the feet. I don't know, it looks like a guy swinging. But you just, just basic tutting. open the fingers, do a little weave through the fingers. Me and Chris, or Chris is a friend of mine. We haven't really done this. I haven't really seen anybody else do this except for me and him. But there's this thing I did called the ball. You just kind of, you have the cage thing, right? It looks really trippy. You have this cage thing, right? You know, you can, you know, do some weaves or whatever. But you have this cage thing. And what you want to do is you want to push the fingers out this way, so that you kind of have like this flap. You know, you have motion for your fingers in the back. You want to put them up a little bit, and then just slowly, like, shake your wrists, just so you can get used to the feeling. So after a while, you just go like this really fast, and what it makes it gives this effect of like just like 3D orb looking thing. It looks really sweet. I'll show you after it's done. But it's like just like this 3D ball going like that. You can move it forward, move it to the side. The way I like to break off from this is either with you know, come down, like, so you're freaking out, come to the top, and then just come down because it's like graceful. Or you can just, you know, once your hands are going like this is the motion. It's like one hand's going this way, one hand's going this way, and it just follows. And then, you know, sometimes I like to just break it off with a wave. So you one, and then just when it goes this way, you just break it off with a finger roll. Or you break it off with just a monster. It's just, I mean, it's your preference, you know. And then basic stacking, I mean, I call these hand stacks, but pretty much what you want to do is just boom, boom. Every time you hit your hand, like, this hand stays wherever it was. So like if this hand is here, and you hit this hand, it stays. Like, whatever hand hits, it stays there, it doesn't move. Like, the one that's getting hit is the only one that moves. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like, you start here, and then you just be like boom, 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 boom. You go up. Going down is the same thing. Boom, 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 boom. You just go up and go down. Those are easy. Then there's also side stacks. You just kind of shift it. Boom, boom, boom. If you feel right here, you have like this joint, and it's like this ball joint right here. You kind of have like this, like, it kind of fits. It's like a socket joint. But you hit and twist, hit and twist, hit and twist, hit and twist. What I like to do, when you get to the way top, you hit, twist, turn the fingers, and then just drop it down. It looks real sweet. But yeah, man, that's, you know, basic finger rolls, basic tuts, you know, basic, you know, the balls. I think that's pretty crazy. Monsters, birds. Yeah, just stay posted and I'll show you the video of me doing it with like lights, so you can actually see, you know, just how nice, like, I don't know, just how cool everything looks. Alright.